Mo-yun is stunned, finding it hard to believe that Lin Mo-yu is suppressing the battlefield Ghost King alone, especially since her attack didn't even harm him. The battlefield Ghost King raises his hand and tries to use the life-steal skill on the skeletons. Lin Mo-yu points out that the skeletons are undead, so the battlefield Ghost King's life-steal will have no effect. Lin Mo-yu realizes that the battlefield Ghost King can transform into a spectral form, ignoring physical damage and swallowing curses. Nevertheless, Lin Mo-yu reminds himself he is also a mage and decides to switch to magic attacks. Mo-yun asks Yi if this is how she usually farms in dungeons, with Lin Mo-yu doing all the work, and Yi agrees. Yi mentions it's a shame there's no sweet potato, prompting Mo-yun to ask what she means, but Yi quickly says it's nothing. About 5 minutes later, Lin Mo-yu finally defeats the battlefield Ghost King, receiving a lot of EXP and items, including a powerful Ghost King dagger. Lin Mo-yu points his scythe at the battlefield Ghost King's corpse and summons its soul. The massive soul of the battlefield Ghost King emerges from its body, ready to enter the scythe. Lin Mo-yu looks up at the level 39 battlefield Ghost King's soul and analyzes its stats. Although its weakness is holy control effects, Lin Mo-yu is still pleased with its overall strengths. Meanwhile, Mo-yun is speechless, shocked at how easily the battle was won and that Lin Mo-yu solo killed the Ghost King. Lin Mo-yu walks toward Mo-yun and hands her the Nirvana crystal obtained from the battlefield Ghost King's death. Mo-yun, in awe of the crystal, says she's searched for the battlefield Ghost King for ages and is thrilled to finally have the Nirvana crystal. She notes that with this crystal, she will now have 60% confidence in evolving her profession and looks forward to lifting the glory of her family. With a warm smile, Mo-yun thanks Lin Mo-yu for his help in obtaining the Nirvana crystal. The battlefield Ghost King drops several items, including its heart, but Mo-yun only wants the crystal and tells Lin Mo-yu to take the rest. She asks Yi to find an alchemist to forge the heart into a necklace for Lin Mo-yu, but Yi notes that Lin Mo-yu is Bai's disciple and doesn't need her help. Mo-yun's eyes widen in shock at hearing Bai's name and is even more surprised that Lin Mo-yu has connections to such powerful people. Mo-yun then notices the corpses of Wang Ziheo's team and reminds Lin Mo-yu that the Wang Chao Guild won't let him off easily for what he has done. Mo-yun adds that the Wang Chao Guild's president is a thrice-evolved top professional and warns Lin Mo-yu to be always careful around them. Lin Mo-yu assures Mo-yun he's always mentally prepared, while noting he must be cautious about when and where to summon the Ghost King's spirit. Lin Mo-yu notes that he needs to ensure no one alive sees it, not just anyone. Meanwhile, at the third battlefield, the system notifies Shishingen and his team that the battlefield Ghost King has been killed, leaving them bewildered. At the Wang Chao Guild, a fat man sitting at a desk says that although Ziheo failed the exams, retrieving the Nirvana crystal will make up for it. He looks forward to avenging all the humiliation his son, Ziheo, has endured. He then beckons a bodyguard closer and instructs him to find an alchemist to forge the boss accessory, the Ghost King necklace, when Ziheo returns with the crystal. Back at the battlefield, Lin Mo-yu uses corpse explosion on all the dead bodies to remove any traces of their remains. Yi notes that without evidence, no one can blame Lin Mo-yu, and Mo-yun adds that she'll hide her Nirvana crystal to avoid suspicion. After erasing all traces of the fight, Lin Mo-yu and the two sisters crush the teleportation stone and leave the area. Bai and Meng, sitting at their usual table, remark that with the great competition starting in 2 days, Lin Mo-yu should be returning soon. Meng asks Bai if he is worried about whether Lin Mo-yu accomplished the task, prompting Bai to turn red and cough awkwardly. Meng informs Bai that the battlefield Ghost King was just killed and asks if that might be Lin Mo-yu's doing. At that moment, Lin Mo-yu teleports back to them. Lin Mo-yu bows and greets Bai and Meng. Bai asks Lin Mo-yu if he has completed the mission. Lin Mo-yu shows the crystal and confirms that he has finished the mission. With a pleased look, Bai remarks that it's not bad. Bai then notices that Lin Mo-yu is already a 2-star second lieutenant and, in shock, asks if Lin Mo-yu cleared out a demon's home. Bai knows that to achieve 2-star second lieutenant, Lin Mo-yu must have earned over 20,000 military merit and, considering he was with Yi, he must have killed over 400 demons. Lin Mo-yu responds that he killed some high-ranking demons. Hearing this, both Bai and Meng are taken aback, with Meng even spilling his drink in shock. Bai clears his throat and tells Lin Mo-yu to explain what happened. Lin Mo-yu begins explaining all about the space portal he encountered and how he slaughtered the demons. After Lin Mo-yu finishes his explanation, Bai gives a cheerful smile, saying Lai Yin will probably be furious. Meng also praises Lin Mo-yu and tells him to keep up the good work. Lin Mo-yu then starts to inform them about his encounter with the battlefield Ghost King and the events that followed. Meng is wielding a large, glowing crystal radiating multiple colors, surrounded by intense flames and light. It's an abyss teleportation stone, and Meng has just added a human's coordinates to it, enabling travel to and from the abyss. Meng hands the stone to Lin Mo-yu, explaining that its use is limited to 1 hour, and since it's soulbound to Lin Moyu, only he can use it. Lin Moyu bows down and sincerely thanks Meng. Bai advises Lin Moyu to keep the stone safe for his third job evolution and says he'll find someone to repair the divine staff in meantime. Lin Moyu summons the demon staff and says that only a few such staffs exist among humans. Lin Moyu also beings out the Ghost King heart, showing it to Bai. Upon seeing the heart, both Bai and Meng are startled in shock. Meng asserts that he was right to believe Lin Moyu was the one who killed the battlefield Ghost King. Bai clears his throat and asks Lin Moyu if he has the Nirvana crystals since he defeated the battlefield Ghost King. Lin Moyu admits that 5 crystals were dropped, and he has 3. Bai asks for 2 to help Lin Moyu with the second job evolution. Bai promises Lin Moyu an 80% chance of upgrading his profession during the second job evolution and a 30% chance of awakening his second talent. Lin Moyu realizes Bai must have made many sacrifices for his job evolution and thanks him sincerely. Meng pushes a cup of tea towards Lin Moyu, asking why he still calls Bai Lord Bai Shen. Lin Moyu gazes intently at the tea in silence for a moment. Then Lin Moyu walks towards Bai, offering him tea and addressing himself as Bai's disciple. Bai takes the tea from Lin Moyu's hand. Bai accepts Lin Moyu as his disciple, and Lin Moyu now realizes he has another kin in this world alongside his sister and grandmother. Bai praises Lin Moyu for his work in the past few days, suggests he rest and prepare for the competition in Nanhong City the next day, and Lin Moyu assures him, calling him master. After Lin Moyu leaves, Meng asks Bai if he's happy now, but Bai dismisses it, saying it's not about happiness. His years of savings are nearly depleted. Meng then mentions that when Lin Moyu and Yi were battling the battlefield Ghost King, they offended the Wangchao Guild and killed its young president. Hearing this, Bai becomes enraged, calling the Wangchao Guild trash, and vows to teach everyone in that guild a lesson. Meng points out that Lin Moyu might be planning to settle that problem himself, which is why he didn't inform Bai, and suggests Bai not interfere. Bai claims he isn't foolish enough to interfere, as Meng mentions that Ning has likely found out Yi went to the third battlefield and will come after Bai soon. The next day, the arena for the competition is all set and ready in Nanhong City, with thousands already gathered. There is major hustle and bustle among the large crowd of professionals. Lin Moyu is among the crowd with his team, all impressed by the large number of people present. Cao Dao notes that the officials said 90% of teams get eliminated in the auditions, but she's confident their team will make it easily. After a while of waiting, Lin Moyu's team is called for their audition. Cao Dao leads the team forward, assuring them they will pass the audition. They pass through the portal and arrive at the Xinxia Tower, where they must go through a tunnel by defeating the monsters along the way. Cao Dao instructs Duan Gao to buff them. Cao Dao states that they will fight the monsters, and if they struggle, Lin Moyu will step in, to which Lin Moyu agrees. The first monster they encounter is a level 27 Abyss Dog Demon, though it's a fake one. Lin Moyu notices that this fake demon is 4 levels lower than a real dog demon and feels confident his team can handle it easily. Cao Dao charges forward and slams her shield into the dog demon. She then raises her shield and bashes it forcefully against the demon's head. The impact causes the demon to become dizzy, and Yi takes the opportunity to flash behind the demon. Yi then lunges at the demon and kills it in a single strike, declaring that she has become much stronger after following Lin Moyu for so long. Cao Dao smiles and suggests they move on now. Lin Moyu reflects that, based on his previous experiences, this audition will become harder later on. Meanwhile, outside, the audience watches a large screen displaying all 30,000 teams in the audition, with any eliminated team shown on the screen. Back at the audition, 3 dog demons charge ahead, and Yi uses the Fatal Strike skill, piercing her dagger into one demon as it lunges at her. She also shoots an energy attack at another demon, striking it squarely on its side. Yi then activates the implosion skill, causing the demon's body to blaze. As another demon charges, Cao Dao raises her shield to defend herself. After blocking the attack, Cao Dao swiftly swings her sword and slashes the demon. Looking at the team standings in the audition, Bai questions why Lin Moyu is progressing so slowly, with his team only at 23 points while most teams have reached 40. Bai asks Meng if he can explain the reason, but Meng refuses to do so. Meng remarks that it's just an audition test and asks Bai if he lacks faith in Lin Moyu. Bai deems it nonsense and, forcing a smile, says if Lin Moyu doesn't win back the crown, he will have to deal with the consequences. Meanwhile, back in the audition, Cao Dao is leading the charge with her shield held high, as the others follow closely behind. They encounter a level 29 Abyss Dog Demon hovering off the ground with its wings outstretched. Cao Dao bellows out, warning the team to be careful, while Miao Yu claims she's exhausted and has used up all her spirit. Lin Moyu notes that this boss is indeed the Abyss Dog Demon and realizes that Cao Dao and the others must be reaching their limits. The boss begins summoning its minions, which frightens Miao Yu, prompting her to ask Cao Dao what they should do. Cao Cao looks desperate, knowing her team has used up all their stamina fighting monsters, making the encounter with the dog demon troublesome. Lin Moyu steps forward and tells the others to take a break and leave the demon to him. Miao Yu and Duan Gao both sit down on the ground, looking exhausted, and say they can't take another step forward. Cao Cao smiles and apologizes for burdening Lin Moyu with the demon. Lin Moyu says it's okay. He then summons the skeleton warriors. Cao Cao gives a startled look as she senses Lin Moyu's skeletons appear much stronger than before. The dog demon's minions lunge forward at the skeletons. The skeletons spring into action, swinging their swords at the incoming monsters. Cao Cao is bewildered as she watches the skeletons one-shot the monsters with blinding speed. The dog demon joins the battle, flying straight at Lin Moyu. However, a skeleton warrior jumps in front of Lin Moyu and takes down the dog demon with a single strike. Miao Yu and Duan Gao are both left in shock, their jaws dropping as they witness the boss get killed so easily. The dog demon begins disintegrating, allowing Lin Moyu's team to pass the trial. The audience learns that Lin Moyu's team killed the boss so quickly that they climb to the top of the scoreboard in an instant. Lin Moyu and his team get teleported back from the tower, and they inspect the scoreboard, surprised to see themselves at the top. Yi points out that Lin Moyu is also participating in the individual contest and wishes him good luck. At that moment, another team gets teleported there. Tang Jianfei, the team leader, looks pleased with his team's teamwork and confidently says they are definitely first in the auditions. However, upon seeing the scoreboard, a teammate in shock tells Jianfei to look over there. Jianfei bellows out in bewilderment, wondering how someone else could be faster than them. Jianfei sees that it's Lin Moyu's team that outscored his, and he vows to remember Lin Moyu's name. Moreover, Jianfei is certain Lin Moyu will also participate in the individual contest and makes a note not to let Lin Moyu take first place. Sometime later, Lin Moyu makes his way toward the individual contest audition grounds. He enters the portal to begin his audition. Considering how easy the team audition was, Lin Moyu thinks that only one skeleton should be enough for this individual audition. He encounters a level 30 abyss wolf demon on the way. But since it's a fake one, Lin Moyu wishes it were real to make things more interesting, as his skeleton slices through the demon with a single swing of its sword. The demon dies and Lin Moyu passes his test. Lin Moyu gets teleported out and the leaderboard updates, putting him in first place as he took only 1 minute. A minute later, Jianfei also teleports out with a hopeful smile, certain that he achieved first place this time. He turns to look at the scoreboard and is shocked, unable to believe Lin Moyu completed the test in just 1 minute and 3 seconds. Jianfei then recalls hearing Lin Moyu's name before, as he was the year's national top scorer. Meanwhile, Lin Moyu wonders why his sister didn't participate in this competition, as he didn't see her name anywhere. At that moment, a girl walks toward Lin Moyu, calling him Little Yu. Lin Moyu notices the girl and is shocked as he realizes it's his sister. His sister smiles at Lin Moyu, saying it's been a long time since they last saw each other. Lin Mohan calls out to Lin Moyu with a warm smile, surprising him and making him deeply emotional at the unexpected sight of her. Lin Moyu calls out to his sister and runs to her, embracing her in a warm hug. Lin Mohan compares their heights, noting that Lin Moyu has already grown taller than her in just a year. The two of them then sit down to chat. Lin Moyu asks Lin Mohan how she knew where to find him. Lin Mohan points out that as his sister, she has been keeping up with his achievements, including being the top scorer and joining Xiajing Academy. Lin Moyu asks why Lin Mohan didn't come to find him earlier. Lin Mohan explains that her teachers were very demanding, leaving her busy with training and no time to visit. Lin Moyu asks Lin Mohan what level she has reached now. Lin Mohan teasingly says she won't tell him, revealing that she's now a holy blade dancer. Lin Moyu recalls that when Lin Mohan changed her profession, it was to the legendary blade dancer, and now she's evolved to holy blade dancer. Curiously, Lin Moyu asks Lin Mohan if she evolved her profession and leveled up quickly, and she replies she just got lucky. Lin Mohan says Lin Moyu must have awakened his talent and explains that her talent makes her level up much faster. Lin Mohan warns Lin Moyu not to reveal her talent to others, and Lin Moyu agrees. At that moment, a long black-haired guy arrives with his team trailing behind him. The guy asks Lin Mohan who the person beside her is, and Lin Mohan exclaims that it's her brother, Lin Moyu. The guy smiles and extends his hand to Lin Moyu, surprised to see Lin Moyu is a 2-star second lieutenant. After shaking hands, the guy says he'll leave now and reminds Lin Mohan to return early as they still need to discuss the next day's battle strategy. As the guy walks away, Lin Moyu notes that he's a 1-star second lieutenant, 1 rank lower than himself. Lin Moyu asks Lin Mohan if those people are her teammates. Lin Mohan admits they are, adding that they are top geniuses from Chuangshan Academy and all very powerful. Lin Moyu comments that those people are no match for Lin Mohan, causing her to rub his hair, calling him sweet. Lin Mohan says she has to go now and informs Lin Moyu that she'll be going somewhere else to train after the competition, so she won't be able to see him for a long time. With a teasing smile, Lin Mohan hopes Lin Moyu will have a girlfriend the next time they meet. Lin Moyu declares that he will join Chuangshan Academy to be with Lin Mohan, and she says she'll be waiting for him. With this, the two of them part ways. The next day, people gather at the arena where the competition is officially starting, with 10-24 teams who pass the auditions. Tao Tao checks the ticket, noting they are number 512 and their opponent is number 513, and mentions they need to watch out for teams with level 29 professionals. Team 18 from country Ziying, Team 322 from the Holy Lands of Shingdo, and Team 599 from country Y are all powerful. Lin Moyu suggests their earlier strategy where Tao Tao and others will fight first, and he will join later if they can't defeat their opponent, to which Tao Tao agrees. After a while, the competition is about to start, and hundreds of thousands of people are seated around the arena. Lin Moyu and his team make their way to their first match. Their opponent team is already in the arena, consisting of a knight, a mage, a support, and an archer. The announcement screen introduces Lin Moyu's team members along with their professions, and people wonder what a necromancer is, seeing that it's Lin Moyu's profession. The opponent team sees that Lin Moyu's team members are all low level, and the archer confidently says they should win easily. The match officially begins. The knight from the opponent team charges forward, and Tao Tao, who is also a knight, does the same. As the two knights are about to collide, Miao Yu uses the windbind skill and shoots a powerful gust of wind at the opponent knight. The opponent knight gets distracted as the wind binds around her left foot, preventing her from moving forward, and she curses in frustration. Tao Tao slams her shield into the opponent knight, sending her flying backward with force. Tao Tao continues charging forward, using the group taunt skill. The opponent knight notices Yi, the shadow assassin, preparing to launch an attack and realizes the situation is bad. Tao Tao is inches away from slamming into the opponent's mage. The archer prepares to shoot Tao Tao, calling her an arrogant fool despite being just a level 24 knight. Tao Tao is just about to collide with the mage when suddenly, 3 arrows shot by the archer whirl towards her. But Tao Tao easily deflects the arrows with her shield and continues her charge forward. The opponent's knight sprints forward, trying to keep up with Yi. The mage gets angry and raises her hand, preparing to shoot a fire spell, shouting at Tao Tao to die. The knight, looking concerned, warns the mage to be careful of the assassin. The archer uses the skill Hawkeye and tries to locate where he is. He notices Yi right behind the mage and shouts a warning to the mage to be careful. Yi swiftly withdraws her dagger and lunges at the mage, who is too late to react. Yi stabs the mage in the back with one dagger and slits her throat from the front with the other. This causes the mage to be eliminated from the competition, and she is teleported out of the arena, cursing in anger. The knight is now worried as one of her teammates is already out. Tao Tao and Yi charge ahead at the remaining opponents. Tao Tao slams into one of them while Yi cuts another with her daggers. Witnessing this battle from the side, Lin Moyu notes that the opponents have too little battle experience and are unable to fight properly. Meanwhile, the audience notices that Lin Moyu isn't joining the battle and exclaims in surprise at how weak the opponents are for losing the fight. Within minutes, the fight is over, and Yi looks very pleased with their victory, cheerfully declaring they won. Lin Moyu is very happy with his team for winning without him. Tao Tao mentions that their opponents will be much stronger in the future, so they will have to rely on Lin Moyu then. Lin Moyu assures Tao Tao not to worry. It's the second day, and the second round of the competition is about to begin. 3 of the opponents are level 29, and 2 of them are level 28. The gladiator notices Lin Moyu's team members are all in the early level 20s, with the highest at level 27, and asks if their opponents forfeited or how else they advanced to this round. The level 29 summoner summons a dark creature, similar to how Lin Moyu summoned skeletons. Yi exclaims in concern that it's a shadow summoner, and Tao Tao admits this match won't be easy. The announcer declares the match to start. Without wasting a second, the opponents begin their assault. Yi knows shadow beasts are assassins of summoned beasts and can see through stealth, so she realizes that moving will lead to being bound by the shadow beast. Miao Yu points out that the opponents have no knight and asks Tao Tao what they should do. Tao Tao says they'll have to improvise and change their strategy. Lin Moyu, who hasn't joined the battle, watches intently from the side. The gladiator, noticing Lin Moyu, wonders if he's not going to act and says that Lin Moyu's team is underestimating his team. Tao Tao bellows out, ordering her team to disperse. Suddenly, a powerful beam of light comes hurling towards Tao Tao, and she uses her shield to defend herself. Crouched behind the shield, Tao Tao exclaims that the skill is really powerful. The gladiator lunges forward, his sword raised high to attack. He slams the sword onto Tao Tao's shield with massive force. Meanwhile, Yi has gone into stealth mode and is sprinting away from the shadow beast, which has already bound her. A huge fireball comes hurling towards Miaoyu from behind, which Duan Gao notices and warns her to watch out. Duan Gao then lunges forward and pushes Miaoyu aside, taking the force of the skill onto himself, telling Miaoyu she's the team healer, so she can't be injured. Duan Gao gets eliminated and teleports out of the arena, hoping Miaoyu will hold on. But within a second, Miaoyu also teleports beside Duan Gao after getting eliminated, apologizing to Duan Gao in embarrassment. The gladiator suggests that Cao Cao admit defeat, reminding her that although one can't die in this fight, they can still feel pain. As the gladiator charges at Cao Cao, she deflects his attack with her shield. The elemental mage raises his staff and summons a flame ring. He then hurls it towards Cao Cao, hitting her and pushing her backward with force. Cao Cao lands on her knees beside Lin Moyu. Now giving up, Cao Cao tells Lin Moyu to go and deal with the opponents, and Lin Moyu assures her to leave it to him. Lin Moyu tells the remaining team members to take a break, so Cao Cao and Yi leave the arena. The crowd watches in anticipation as they realize Lin Moyu will finally act, looking forward to seeing how powerful he is. The gladiator reminds Lin Moyu that his teammates have all surrendered and asks if he plans to turn the situation around alone. Lin Moyu raises his hand and summons the skeletons. A single skeleton mage appears behind Lin Moyu. The opponent's summoner realizes Lin Moyu is also a summoner like him and wonders why Lin Moyu decided to act only after his teammates lost. The skeleton mage, currently level 27 and in silver grade, prepares to cast a skill. The gladiator watches confidently, unaware of the ice crystals approaching him from behind. The sharp ice crystals bombard the gladiator, who shouts for his healer to heal him quickly. Hit by the skill, the gladiator loses balance and falls to his knees, spitting blood. Wondering why the healer isn't healing him, the gladiator turns around and sees no one there. His eyes widen in shock, and a bewildered look replaces his confident expression as he realizes that the single attack killed all his teammates. The four opponents get teleported out of the arena, all with puzzled looks on their faces, wondering how and why they were eliminated so suddenly. Inside the arena, the gladiator forces himself onto his knees as the skeleton mage prepares another attack. The ice crystals once again fly toward the gladiator and strike him, inflicting pain. The spectators erupt into cheers, impressed by Lin Moyu's summoning ability and one-shot victory, realizing his earlier involvement would have ended the fight in seconds. Cao Cao suggests that they should let Lin Moyu fight immediately from the next match as the opponents are getting stronger, and he agrees. The next day, the third round of the tournament is about to start. Lin Moyu's opponents discuss what they should do, knowing that Lin Moyu carried them through the Tyrant Desert dungeon. They decide they are not worthy of fighting against Lin Moyu and make up their minds to quit. They bow to Lin Moyu, wish him luck in becoming the champion, and admit defeat. Lin Moyu is puzzled by his opponent's gesture. He giggles, saying those people are quite aware, while Cao Cao mentions that those people are from the same academy and recognized Lin Moyu. The audience is unhappy about seeing teams surrender just like this. Meng tells Bai that Lin Moyu is acting extravagantly and asks if that's okay. Bai mentions that it's fine and claims even he would want the whole world to know he's not to be trifled with. Meng says that having such a high profile will only invite more enemies and points out that the Ying Nation and the Holy Lands of Shengdo are not honest people. Bai smirks and says that if those enemies dare to act, he will give them real pain. Meng asks Bai if this is why he's allowing Lin Moyu to keep such a high profile, and Bai claims he already discussed this matter with Lin Moyu before. Bai then reveals that Lin Moyu agreed, and not just him, but the old man on the other side also agreed to let Lin Moyu's sister be the bait to lure out all the venomous snakes. Meng notes that the Necromancer and Holy Blade Dancer are qualified and siblings, making people envious, while Bai assures he'll protect Lin Moyu and his sister, stating that greater talent attracts bigger threats. Meng says he hasn't killed in a long time and declares it's time to warm up a little. The next round is about to start, and people are already gathered in the arena. Facing Lin Moyu's team is the team of Tang Jianfei, the level 29 divine swordsman who is looking forward to defeating Lin Moyu. The audience gasps, realizing Jianfei's profession is the legendary divine swordsman, and they wonder if he will be the one to end Lin Moyu's legend. Yi warns Lin Moyu to be careful of Jianfei, and Lin Moyu assures her he's got this. Lin Moyu realizes Jianfei's profession is the evolved form of Fengxiu's profession. Seeing Lin Moyu walk forward alone, Jianfei asks if he will fight alone, and Lin Moyu agrees. Jianfei bellows at his team to fall back and decides to fight alone with Lin Moyu as well. He then withdraws his sword, claiming he always wanted to fight one-on-one with Lin Moyu, and reveals he watched Lin Moyu's first two matches. He raises his sword and charges at Lin Moyu, claiming Lin Moyu's skeletons won't have any effect on him. Jianfei, from the Tang family known for divine swordsmen, is at the top of his profession, leading the audience to believe he might defeat Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu raises his hand and summons a skeleton mage. He calls out Jianfei, pointing out that he's actually a man for daring to charge like that. Jianfei's face twists in anger, and veins bulge on his forehead as he declares he won't allow Lin Moyu to mock him in such a tone. As he nears Lin Moyu, Jianfei uses the elemental sword body and enhances his body and sword, ready to strike Lin Moyu. The crowd is stunned as they see Jianfei display 2 stellar rings, a sign that he has already mastered 2 of the strongest divine skills. Lin Moyu's skeleton mage raises its staff and uses the Thunderbolt skill, summoning crackling lightning. The lightning bolt strikes down on Jianfei, but since he has just used the elemental sword body skill, he is immune to all elemental attacks for 10 minutes and remains unaffected. The crowd is shocked, with some beginning to think this might be Lin Moyu's end. Jianfei tells Lin Moyu that he won't last 10 minutes under his sword as he prepares to attack. But Jianfei's expression shifts to horror as he sees an attack coming at him. The audience is surprised to see Lin Moyu summon a skeleton warrior capable of physical attacks, realizing he can summon multiple types of skeletons. Jianfei acknowledges that he can't underestimate Lin Moyu. Forward, stating that Y Nation is very interested in Lin Moyu's profession and extends an invitation, promising that all his requests will be fulfilled. Yi clenches her teeth in anger at Nai Nai's audacity. Lin Moyu simply responds by telling Nai Nai to get lost. As she turns around, Nai Nai advises Lin Moyu to reconsider her offer carefully. Nai Nai then goes and stands beside a knight, and she summons a demonic creature huge with pale skin. The summon, with red eyes and slits for nostrils, stares ahead with a blank expression. Lin Moyu recognizes it as a Shikigami and summons a skeleton mage in return. The skeleton mage raises its staff and shoots ice crystals at the creature. As the ice crystals fly toward the Shikigami, it opens its mouth wide and swallows them all. Nai explains that the Shikigami is Nation's human-faced snake god and that it can devour any elemental attacks. Since that's the case, Lin Moyu summons the skeleton warrior to see if the snake god can handle physical attacks. Nai claims that she has already studied Lin Moyu's battle records and is prepared to counter such strategies. She then summons a demonic spirit and uses the divine spirit possession skill. The demonic spirit latches onto the knight, forcing its way into his body as the knight unleashes a blood-curdling shout. The knight uses a taunting skill and launches an attack at the skeletons, who prepare to react. The skeleton warriors lunge forward with their swords raised. One of the skeletons slams its sword onto the knight's shield with massive force. Such force causes the knight to get pushed back a few paces. Nai gasps in shock, realizing Lin Moyu's skeletons are powerful enough to knock back a knight possessed by a strength god. The knight then activates the possession strengthening skill, dramatically boosting his strength as a deadly aura radiates from him. With glowing eyes and a fierce battle cry, the knight charges forward, slamming his shield into the skeleton warriors with tremendous force. Seeing this, the crowd expresses concern for Lin Moyu as his skeletons are all suppressed, thinking it will be over for him. Nai smirks and comments that Lin Moyu's skeleton warriors aren't strong enough. Lin Moyu is puzzled, noticing his skeletons acting without his command. Nai summons another demonic spirit, which now possesses the mage on her team. The mage raises his staff and uses the binding skill on the remaining skeleton warriors, rendering them immobile. Thinking she's won, Nai taunts Lin Moyu, saying his elemental attacks are useless and asks if he has any more moves since his skeletons are all suppressed. Lin Moyu calmly asks Nai if that's all she's got. Nai is shocked at Lin Moyu's confident response. Suddenly, the slow curse hits Nai and the knight, restricting their movements. Nai is startled, realizing that she and her team have been cursed and can't break free. Lin Moyu silently walks towards Nai. Nai gives a frightened look, seeing Lin Moyu approach her. Witnessing the sudden turn of events, the audience is puzzled, wondering what just happened and how Lin Moyu is suddenly winning. Lin Moyu asks Nai if it's true that her profession's skills are useless against living people. He then questions whether the knight and the mage on her team are not living people. Her eyes widening in shock, Nai asks Lin Moyu how he knows that. Lin Moyu reveals that he knows because he is a necromancer, as he prepares to strike with the Soul Blaze skill. Nai bellows at her puppets to move out of the way. Now, the entire audience realizes that Nai is using dead professionals as her puppets, deeming it too evil. Lin Moyu's Soul Flame skill hits Nai, causing her to scream out in agony. The Soul Flame engulfs Nai, forcing her to teleport out of the arena, defeated at last, unable to believe she really lost. Nai reveals that she felt a pain as if her soul was burning and thinks to herself that it would be great if Lin Moyu were part of Nation. A loud voice booms through the arena, declaring Lin Moyu the winner of the match. Tao tells Lin Moyu that the team match champion will be decided today, but she doesn't know who they'll face in the final. A while later, the audience begins cheering and shouting that the star gladiators from Shungdo Holy Lands were defeated by Xiajing Academy. All the members of Shungdo Holy Lands lay on the floor, defeated. Susheng, the leader of Xiajing Academy's team, looks down at the defeated team and mentions that their differences are too great. As they walk out of the arena, Susheng asks who their final opponent will be, and the man beside him replies that Lin Moyu's team won, so it will be them. Susheng is somewhat surprised to learn that Lin Moyu actually made it to the finals. He then strides toward Lin Moyu, stating he doesn't need a break and wants to finish this quickly so he can leave with the scroll from this boring tournament. Lin Moyu glances at Susheng and suggests they should start the finals right away. With that, both teams get onto the platform, and the final is about to commence. The audience seems thrilled for the finals, eager to know who will emerge victorious today, Lin Moyu or Susheng, as both are the strongest from Xiajing Academy. Watching from the side, Miaoyu asks Tao if they won't be helping, and Tao replies that they'd only be a burden to Lin Moyu, so it's better to stay out of it. Susheng notices Lin Moyu is about to fight alone and thinks he's being too cocky, determined to make him regret it. Susheng then tells his teammates to fall back, and they obediently step back, following his orders. Susheng comments that he knows about Lin Moyu and has heard of his academy exploits, like earning points by carrying others through a dungeon, calling it a shameless act. Lin Moyu silently listens to Susheng's rants. Susheng gives a disgusted look and says he feels humiliated being in the same academy as Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu finally speaks, asking Susheng if there's something wrong with his brain and wondering why Susheng is bothered by how he earns points. Susheng clenches his teeth in anger at Lin Moyu's insult. Watching from the side, Tao comments that Lin Moyu's words sound familiar, and he quickly insists that Lin Moyu definitely didn't learn those words from her. Susheng raises his staff to attack, telling Lin Moyu to stop talking and let his fists do the talking instead. Lin Moyu also raises his hand and summons the skeleton warriors in response. The symbol on Su Sheng's forehead begins glowing as he declares the undead should accept his holy light as punishment. A blinding flash of holy light surrounds Su Sheng, spreading in all directions. Lin Moyu swiftly reacts and summons the skeleton armor around himself as the holy light streaks past him. Lin Moyu notices it's a spirit attack trying to affect his spirit and points out that it's useless against him. Su Sheng smirks and tells Lin Moyu to die. He then produces a light blade and hurls it toward Lin Moyu. But the light blade shatters upon hitting the defense provided by the skeleton armor around Lin Moyu. Seeing this, Su Sheng is taken aback. The skeleton warriors lunge at Su Sheng with their swords raised, and Su Sheng shouts for them to get out of his way. Su Sheng raises his staff above his head and summons a powerful beam of holy light, which sends shockwaves all around, pushing the skeletons back. Lin Moyu notes that the holy light mage's skills are impressive on the outside but deal barely any damage. Lin Moyu summons the skeleton mages, all crackling with lightning around them. As the skeleton warriors charge at Su Sheng, he gives a worried look as he realizes his holy light is useless against them. Su Sheng forces a laugh and admits he underestimated Lin Moyu. Suddenly, a powerful bolt of lightning descends upon Su Sheng, electrocuting him. Su Sheng bellows out for the holy light shield, which surrounds him, shielding him from another possible attack. Su Sheng recalls that he is the holy light mage, he already accepted into Changhong Academy, and has reached level 29 to prepare for the competition. Su Sheng, determined and confident, exclaims that he can't lose and declares that first place is his. Another powerful bolt of lightning strikes down on Su Sheng. As the dust settles, Su Sheng remains unhurt, boasting that he used the holy light armor to absorb the lightning and telling Lin Moyu to be proud for making him use such a skill. The audience recognizes the holy light armor, deeming it one of the best skills of a holy light mage, and doubts that Lin Moyu's skeletons can break through it. Su Sheng, looking more confident and with his body toughened, stands tall, staring at Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu begins summoning more skeletons. Su Sheng tells Lin Moyu it's useless, asserting that nothing Lin Moyu does can pierce his defenses now. Lin Moyu, with the skeleton mages by his side, asks Su Sheng if he really thinks so. The crowd goes wild as they realize Lin Moyu has summoned 4 skeletons of different elements and note that Lin Moyu hasn't been using his full strength until now. Even Su Sheng is alarmed, puzzled by how Lin Moyu can summon this many skeletons. However, Su Sheng laughs confidently, saying that mere skeletons won't be a challenge. The skeleton mages raise their staffs, all preparing to use their skills. At once, different elemental skills shoot down upon Su Sheng. Despite the attacks raining down, Su Sheng remains calm and begins laughing, claiming Lin Moyu won't be able to penetrate his defenses. Suddenly, Su Sheng's armor begins to crack, startling him as he asks how this is possible. A second later, the entire armor shatters, leaving Su Sheng's body unprotected as the skeleton mage's skills fly toward him. The skills bombard Su Sheng, causing him to fall to the ground, and Lin Moyu wins, causing an uproar among the crowd as loud cheering fills the air. Ning, who is watching the match with Bai and Meng, exclaims that Lin Moyu actually became the champion, while Meng wants to see how many snakes they can lure out now. Ning watches in horror as he sees his granddaughter, Yi, run toward Lin Moyu and place her arm under his, looking pleased with his victory. Suddenly, a massive tornado materializes out of nowhere in the arena, and an old man appears behind Lin Moyu and his team. The people around gasp in shock, sensing the powerful aura emitted by the old man and are certain he must be level 80 or above. The old man, one of the 12 Empire Council members, tells Lin Moyu he's not bad and that he has potential. The old man then summons the tournament rewards. He introduces himself as Su Wei and tells Lin Moyu he can seek him out if he needs any help in the future. Lin Moyu wonders if Su Wei is trying to recruit him. Su Wei then directs the rewards toward Lin Moyu's team and Lin Moyu thanks him. As Lin Moyu reaches for the pouch of gold, something dark and cursed transfers from the pouch to his hand. Meng notices this and says the fish is taking the bait. Lin Moyu feels a strange sensation and inspects his hands, wondering if he might have been mistaken. Yi asks Lin Moyu what's wrong and Lin Moyu says it's nothing. Bai asks who the fish was, and Meng speculates it might have been Su Wei himself, though it's only 80% certain. Ning exclaims that if it's actually Su Wei, then it will be a big problem since Su Wei is a member of the demon worship cult. Meng offers to go and make sure they are 100% certain since Su Wei is also one of the 12 council members. Lin Moyu's sister, Lin Mohan, declares their victory in the higher level competition. Lin Moyu looks happy with his sister winning the competition, while Yi blushes, thinking that Lin Moyu's sister is very beautiful. Just like before, a tornado materializes before Lin Mohan's team. Su Wei appears with the rewards and tells Lin Mohan's team they are not bad, introducing himself as he did with Lin Moyu and offering them help in the future. Sue then directs the rewards toward Lin Mohan's team, and suddenly Lin Moyu gets the same eerie feeling he sensed earlier and tells Yi to use her skill to observe the pouch of gold coins. Yi does as Lin Moyu asks, using the shadow vision, and notices that a dark curse is placed upon the pouch of gold. Yi explains that there's something wrong with the pouch of coins as she can see it's engulfed with dark energy similar to that of the abyss. Lin Mohan extends her arm to grab the pouch, causing the dark energy curse to swirl around her arm. Yi notices this and tells Lin Moyu the energy has traveled to Lin Mohan's arm. Yi notices the same dark energy on Lin Moyu's hand and warns him. Lin Moyu is now certain that his guess was correct. He is aware of a group of rats hiding within the human race who call themselves the Demon Worship Cult. All of them worship the Abyss Demon King and aim to help him invade the human world. The next day is the individual match, and Lin Moyu hopes he and his sister can finally lure the big fish and trap them. It's the middle of the night and everything is silent outside. Suddenly, a powerful gust of wind blows toward the city from the sea. 100-foot waves rise, towering over the big buildings in the city. As the waves crash down toward the streets, the sky darkens with clouds, and lightning begins to crackle. A massive bolt of lightning strikes down, destroying the teleportation formation. More huge lightning bolts strike various parts of the city, hitting buildings, streets, and everywhere. The waves move further into the city, drowning every structure. The students from Xiajing Academy stroll outside, wondering what's happening. A bewildered girl claims that this massive formation must be from a legendary profession. Lin Moyu looks over at the calamity and realizes the demon worship cult has finally acted, intending to defeat every champion team in the competition. From an aerial view, the city is engulfed in chaotic waves of energy, with lightning fiercely shattering buildings and tearing through the landscape in a storm of destruction. Panic erupts among the crowd, with people fleeing in every direction, some crying in fear. From the dark clouds, a large group of masked people begins to appear, all hovering in the air. Lin Moyu notices them and realizes they are all professionals over level 70. The group is led by a figure at the front who appears to be their leader. Lin Moyu learns that the person at the front is at least level 80, the same as the council member Sue. The guards notice the strangers and exclaim that their symbols belong to the demon worship cult, fearing that everything will be destroyed. The leader of the cult instructs the members to kill. Following the order, all the cult members swoop down at great speed, straight at Xiajing Academy. A fierce battle erupts between the Xiajing students and the cult members. Suddenly from the sea, a large number of abyss monsters emerge to join the battle alongside the cult members. The demons snarl their teeth, eager to feast on human flesh. The knights from the academy notice the demons and prepare to engage. Lin Moyu springs into action and summons his skeleton warriors. A demon notices Lin Moyu standing on a building's top and commands the monsters to go and kill him. Lin Moyu watches as hundreds of flying monsters charge at him. Lin Moyu challenges the monsters to come at him, saying he's been waiting for them for a long time. The cult leader mentions that Lin Moyu's courage is admirable, but it's a shame since his fate is sealed, and claims that the talented never live long. A voice disagrees, saying he's been living quite well despite his talents, causing the cult leader to turn in surprise. It's Bai, who notes that the cult leader anticipated his arrival and addresses him as Sue. Sue removes his mask, pointing out that he knew he couldn't hide from Bai. Sue lets out an evil laugh, his eyes glowing as a powerful aura of abyss energy surrounds him, claiming he has enough support to challenge Bai. The Abyss Demon King, Succubus, reveals herself, showing her support for the cult's attack. Sue looks intimidated as Bai remarks that he now understands how a top-level 83 professional like Sue was forced to become a lapdog for the demons. Succubus says it's a shame she couldn't bewitch Bai and take control over him. Bai tells Succubus to stay, fight, and pay for the trouble and casualties she's caused in the Xinxia Empire. Succubus says she doesn't plan to stay and reveals she only came to kill someone and will leave after killing that person. Succubus notes that Bai is very confident to hold off a demon king as a massive glowing eye appears behind her. Following this, a vortex of some kind materializes around the eye, causing a disturbance in the air. With this, the Abyss Flame Demon King appears, massive in size and frightening in appearance. Ning notices the Flame Demon King, his face filled with rage as he clenches his teeth. With the Flame Demon King's appearance, Succubus smirks, saying it's fair now and suggests Bai face it one-on-one. Succubus then launches an attack, shattering the shield surrounding the Xiajing Academy. With the barrier down, the massive horde of demon begin charging forward. Out of nowhere, a powerful blast of holy light incinerates dozens of demons at once. Su Sheng, who launched the holy attack, grins and notes that he didn't lose the competition because he was weak, but because Lin Moyu was too abnormal. Two cult members spot Su Sheng and immediately lunge toward him. Succubus mocks, saying resistance is futile, and adds that the final struggle before death is cute. She licks her lips, claiming that the flesh and blood of geniuses are the tastiest, expressing her desire to drag them to the abyss and feast on them slowly. Bai responds, telling Succubus that there is always a purpose behind the existence of geniuses. The entire city appears to be under a powerful barrier created by the demons. Suddenly, the Tower of Xinxia appears there and whirls upward with massive force, forcing its way out of the barrier. Succubus, taken aback, bellows that they were tricked and realizes that Meng is here. As the tower soars high, it shatters the entire barrier. Once it's high enough, a blinding flash of light erupts from the tower, spreading in all directions. The spreading light illuminates everything, including the horde of demons and monsters. Lin Moyu recognizes the sensation and realizes Meng is using the power of the Xinxia Tower. Looking bewildered, Succubus snarls, asking Bai what his team has done. Bai clenches both fists, and a powerful aura of energy surrounds him. He then uses the heaven-shaking punch skill, directing his punch at Succubus, his eyes glowing. Succubus quickly leaps aside, narrowly dodging Bai's fist. Ning raises his hand, producing flames around it. He points his ahead and sends a flame in the shape of a dragon straight. The flames strike the Flame Demon King. At that moment, a large group of reinforcements arrives at the teleportation circle. Leading this group is a knight who looks grim and focused. He instructs the team to charge ahead and show no mercy to the monsters who dared to offend Xinxia. Succubus begins sweating in fear, realizing she stepped into a trap and that Xinxia had long set up an ambush. Otherwise, why would the main Xinxia tower appear? She starts to worry that her army will now lose the battle and fears for her own life even more. Suddenly, a loud voice booms out, declaring that Succubus and her monsters can't escape, causing her eyes to bulge in terror. As Succubus turns around, she notices a figure who has just appeared, with a massive, glowing energy palm looming behind him. Succubus quickly bites her own arm, letting blood flow out, which she uses as a sacrifice to open the abyss, now even more concerned. As the abyss begins opening around Succubus, the stranger sends his energy hand hurling toward her to catch her. Suddenly, a large hand emerges from the abyss, grabbing the energy palm, preventing it from advancing. A different demon's voice shrieks, warning that if anyone dares make another move, there will be countless casualties, and the city's inhabitants will perish. Bai and Ning both become alarmed upon hearing this new voice. A huge, darker figure warns Yahello that he will definitely die next time. From the abyss, a gigantic hand grabs Succubus and the Flame Demon King. The abyss then begins closing as that hand starts disappearing within it. A second later, the abyss completely vanishes. At the battle space, many contenders are gathered with Meng's projection hovering before them. Meng announces to the contestants that the individual competition will now begin. Amidst the gathered students, Lin Moyu expresses surprise that Meng has actually made the sudden demon attack part of their individual competition. Meng explains to the students that professionals at levels 20 to 29 will face level 32 abyssal monsters and level 35 abyssal demons, with 1 point awarded for killing monsters and 100 points for killing demons. There are just 2 rules in the competition. The first rule is to stay alive, and the other is that the one with the most points will be crowned the champion. Susheng declares that he wants to compete with Lin Moyu once again, confident that Lin Moyu is no match for him since, as a holy light mage, he holds a natural advantage over demons. Lin Moyu responds, hoping Susheng will manage to kill more demons. The match begins, and countless hordes of monsters and demons charge forward. Susheng springs into action, clenching his teeth as he summons powerful holy light, concentrated in a circular form. The holy light spreads around, incinerating any monsters it passes through. Susheng gives a pleased look, claiming he just killed around 100 abyssal monsters and is confident no one can compete with him. Susheng turns around and sees Lin Moyu with his hands raised. He wonders if Lin Moyu is about to give up or if he's going to summon his skeletons. Lin Moyu grins and, thanking Susheng for providing the monsters' corpses, uses corpse explosion on the bodies. As powerful explosions erupt from the ground, Susheng looks bewildered. Sensing the intense power around him, Susheng asks what happened and turns around, his eyes widening in shock. He sees a continuous chain reaction of explosions rampaging through the battlefield, noting it's even stronger than his holy light and wondering who did this. As he notices Lin Moyu focused with his hand still raised, Susheng realizes it's Lin Moyu causing the explosions. Susheng's face shows a shocked expression, unable to believe that Lin Moyu surpassed his skill. The other contestants note that Lin Moyu is not just a summoner but also possesses powerful AoE attacks, surprising everyone. The explosions continue, destroying countless monsters with their devastating effects. A while later, Lin Moyu points out that almost all the abyssal monsters have been wiped out, leaving only the demons. The contestants notice this and charge forward, hoping to kill the demons and gather points. Susheng acknowledges this and hopes to kill the demons, earn points, and turn the tide to still win the competition. He then uses the Holy Light Armor skill, strengthening his body and its defenses. but suddenly he feels an eerie sensation and, startled, slowly turns around. Standing behind Lin Moyu is the undead outpost guardian, which Lin Moyu has just summoned from his scythe. The guardian charges forward as Lin Moyu simultaneously shoots the slow curse chains. The cursed chains fly ahead, binding hundreds of demons in midair at once. The outpost guardian begins slaughtering the slowed-down demons one by one. A guy, spectating this, is open-mouthed in shock, remarking that the undead looks like the outpost guardian and wondering how many more summons Lin Moyu has. Sushung is speechless, stunned by Lin Moyu's ridiculous profession. The outpost guardian continues its carnage, slaughtering all the demons in its path. After hundreds of demons are dead, a golden glow descends upon Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu is now promoted to 3-star second lieutenant. The spectators notice the color and realize Lin Moyu is now a 3-star second lieutenant, shocked by how many demons he must have killed by now. A guy beside Sushung grabs his shoulder and asks if he is still a 1-star private. That guy begins mocking Sushung, saying he thought Sushung was good but is only a 1-star private, prompting Sushung to angrily tell the guy to shut up. The guy grins, boasting he's a 3-star private with 2 more stars than Sushung, who calls himself the Holy Mage and claims he can kill many demons and catch up in a few days. The guy points out that there's no use chasing him and tells Sushung to chase Lin Moyu if he has the guts. The guy taunts Sushung, saying it's impossible to catch up with Lin Moyu in this lifetime, angering Sushung, who yells for him to shut up. Minutes later, the outpost guardian slaughters all the demons, leaving a pile of corpses, and the other contestants wonder how they can compete with Lin Moyu now. With the task done, Lin Moyu raises his scythe and summons the outpost guardian back into it. All the contestants then get teleported out of the battle space. When the contestants return to the city, they notice it has been restored. Lin Moyu looks up at the sky and sees the corpses of the demon-worshipping cult members being contained by the mages of the city. At that moment, a large projection of Bai appears in the air, directing everyone's attention to him. The people cheer in happiness and look excited seeing Bai's face, feeling reassured by him. Bai announces that they anticipated the sudden attack by the demon-worshipping cult and is pleased the contestants faced it head-on, noting that the cult's presence was planned to conclude the individual competition through a practical battle. Bai adds that the demons have now been defeated, the traitor executed, and he informs all the contestants that the champion of the individual match will be announced. As expected, the champion is declared to be Lin Moyu as the rewards appear before him. Bai also mentions that the next day they will be holding another challenge, and whoever is interested can participate for very generous rewards, hearing which Lin Moyu shows interest. Lin Mohan walks up to Lin Moyu and asks if he is alright. Lin Moyu smiles and says he is fine. Lin Mohan says she might have to leave immediately and Lin Moyu asks her if she will participate in the challenge tomorrow. Lin Mohan walks away, waving at Lin Moyu, saying she is almost at level 45, so she won't participate and will let Lin Moyu take the spotlight. Once Lin Mohan leaves, arrives, and Lin Moyu asks why she didn't come earlier, as he wanted to introduce her to his sister. Blushes and mutters that she wasn't mentally prepared. Lin Moyu then asks what happened in the city while he was at the individual tournament. Explains that the Abyss deployed the Demon King Succubus and the Flame King, but they were stopped, with Xiajing Academy guards killing everyone from the demon-worshipping cult. Adds that a powerful ally joined their side, terrifying the Demon Kings into attempting an escape, forcing Bai and others to let them go to avoid more casualties. Lin Moyu asks if the Flame Demon King was the same one they faced last time and confirms it. Lin Moyu admits that the Flame Demon King is very hard to kill and vows to find and defeat him sooner or later. Later that night, Bai and Ning walk to their usual table where Meng is already seated, asking if everything is settled. Bai takes a long swig of tea, cursing that he didn't expect Black Flame to act and failed to catch the Flame King and Succubus. Ning claims that if it weren't for Black Flame, he would have killed the Flame Demon King. Meng asks if the old man didn't make a move. Bai says the old man did act, terrifying Succubus so much that she sacrificed her blood, opened an abyss tunnel, and escaped with Black Flame's help. Bai notes it wasn't a complete loss since Su Wei was exposed, and Meng expresses concern that more people in their academy might have already sided with the demons. Meng declares that he will thoroughly investigate and purge the empire from within. The next day the challenge match is about to commence. The stadium is filled with spectators, all thrilled as they discuss the demons' attack last night. Tao Dao explains to Lin Moyu that in the first round, he will have to challenge an opponent 5 levels higher than him, and with each round, the opponent's level will increase. Lin Moyu learns that in the hundreds of years since the competition started, no one has ever managed to complete the 4th round. The competition offers different rewards for completing the 4 rounds, such as beginner skill scrolls, intermediate skill scrolls, and a potion. Tao Tao mentions that the reward for the 5th round hasn't been announced yet because no one has managed to clear it. Lin Moyu looks excited, determined to be the first to complete the 5th round. The first match of the round is between a level 34 Sword and Shield Knight challenger against a level 39 Sword and Shield Knight defender. Lin Moyu senses the defender's aura and identifies him as a soldier, with Cao Cao confirming that the challenge is so difficult that all defenders are selected from the Xinxiao army. The defenders' professions aren't ordinary, and they are 5 levels higher, making it nearly impossible for ordinary challengers to win. The defender charges at the challenger, who realizes the defender is too strong. With a single charge, the challenger is pushed out of the arena, failing the challenge. One by one, every challenger afterward fails their challenges continuously. Now it's Su Sheng's turn, and he walks onto the platform with confidence, hoping to reclaim the honor he lost twice previously. Su Sheng, a level 29 Holy Light Mage, will face a level 34 Sword and Shield Knight. Su Sheng raises his staff and summons the Holy Light. The defending knight uses extreme defense and charges forward at Su Sheng. Su Sheng responds by shooting a Holy Light Ring at the knight. The light ring strikes the knight, pushing him backward. The knight braces against the push, counters with a flash slash, and Su Sheng summons a Holy Light Shield for defense. Su Sheng looks confident, eager to see if his Holy Light Shield will outlast the knight's extreme defense. Their fight continues, with both appearing equally strong. However, after a while, Su Sheng successfully defeats the knight and completes his first round. The crowd gets pumped up and excited, finally seeing someone pass the first challenge, and they agree that Su Sheng is indeed extraordinary. Su Sheng, looking tired, admits his shield would have shattered if the fight had continued a bit longer and feels lucky to have won. Su Sheng receives a scroll as his reward. Now it's Lin Moyu's turn as he makes his way to the arena, and the audience is confident he can clear this round. Some even believe Lin Moyu might break the record, while others deem it impossible. The level 32 mage defending against Lin Moyu bows sincerely, addressing Lin Moyu as Sir, and apologizes for the actions he is about to take. Seeing the defender bow respectfully to Lin Moyu, the audience is left utterly shocked, as they realize this gesture signifies that Lin Moyu holds a higher military rank than the soldier. Their astonishment deepens upon discovering that Lin Moyu is a 3-star second lieutenant at level 37, leaving everyone wondering how he achieved such a rank at a relatively low level. The defender, taking the initiative, raises his staff high into the air and uses a skill to conjure flames, directing them with precision towards Lin Moyu. In response to the incoming threat, Lin Moyu calmly summons an array of skeleton warriors and skeleton mages to his side, readying them for the confrontation. As intense flames hurl sharp, fiery crystals at Lin Moyu, one of the skeleton warriors lunges forward, deflecting the flames away Lin Moyu. The defender, startled by the sudden appearance of the skeleton, is taken aback as the relentless skeleton warrior charges straight at him. Reacting swiftly, the defender raises his hand, summoning a powerful magic shield around himself. The skeleton warrior's forceful attack collides with the shield, shattering it with a resounding impact. Despite the destruction of his shield, the defender summons another in less than a second. Lin Moyu notes that the defender's efficiency is typical of a soldier professional, and anyone less capable would have been defeated. Not one to be deterred, Lin Moyu commands 2 additional skeleton warriors to join the fray, enhancing the pressure on the defender. The defender, seeing the more skeletons approaching, raises his hand once more, preparing to deploy another skill. With the shield still enveloping him, the defender causes flames to erupt from the platform, forming a complex, blazing symbol. Lin Moyu is taken aback, startled to witness such a unique and formidable skill in action. Meanwhile, the audience erupts in excitement as they recognize that the skill the defender has used is classified as a battlefield skill known for its exceptional power. A knowledgeable spectator explains that battlefield skills are notoriously difficult to master, and not every soldier is capable of wielding them effectively. The defender slams his staff forcefully onto the ground, activating the fiery cage skill, which causes a ring of intense flames to surround him. The massive lasso of flames surges upward from the fiery cage, engulfing and burning the 2 skeletons that were charging ahead. The 2 skeletons caught in the conflagration start burning fiercely and get destroyed. Lin Moyu, impressed by the skill's effectiveness and AoE control, acknowledges its strength and versatility. Undeterred, Lin Moyu summons even more skeletons, eager to push the defender's limits and see just how much he can handle. The defender offers a nervous smile, acknowledging that Lin Moyu's persistence is demoralizing, as bolts of lightning strike down while the skeletons charge relentlessly. The lightning bolts break through the shield, and the skeleton warriors strike the defender, sending him flying backward with force. With the defender defeated and cast out of the arena, Lin Moyu wins the first round, earning the crowd's respect and admiration. The audience discusses the outcome, with many believing Lin Moyu's victory was expected, though it's unusual for such a strong soldier to be defeated so thoroughly. Sushung, upon hearing the crowd's comparisons between him and Lin Moyu, displays an annoyed expression. Lin Moyu, when asked if he wishes to continue with the challenge, firmly agrees to proceed. The next round begins, and a level 37 sword and shield knight teleports onto the arena, appearing before Lin Moyu. The knight's plan is to focus entirely on Lin Moyu, defeat him decisively, and render his skeletons ineffective in the process. Without hesitation, the knight charges forward directly at Lin Moyu, ready to engage in combat. The skeleton warriors, responding to Lin Moyu's command, lunge at the knight with their swords raised high, prepared for battle. The knight, using his shield, successfully blocks the skeleton's sword swing, preventing any damage. The force of the skeleton's strike causes the knight to be pushed back slightly, and he exclaims in surprise at the unexpected strength of the skeleton. Quickly regaining his composure, the knight retaliates with a powerful blow, destroying the attacking skeleton with a decisive strike. He charges forward with tremendous force, pushing aside 2 additional skeletons, and sets his sights firmly on Lin Moyu. The knight believes he has a good chance to land a decisive blow on Lin Moyu, seeing an opportunity to win. Recognizing that his skeletons are no longer effective against the knight, Lin Moyu recalls them to the summoning space, preparing for a new strategy. The knight continues his aggressive charge forward, undeterred by Lin Moyu's tactics. Lin Moyu, with a confident grin, raises his hand and summons the skeletons once again, ready to give them another chance to attack and turn the tide of the battle. The knight clenches his teeth in frustration as he realizes he's fallen for Lin Moyu's tricks and understands he needs to find a way to break through. Suddenly, he is startled by a curse heading towards him, but before he can defend himself, the slow curse hits him. The skeleton warriors lunge towards the immobilized knight, their swords raised menacingly. The knight raises his own shield to block one skeleton's attack, but gets struck by the others. Consequently, the knight is teleported out of the arena, eliminated from the match. Shocked and speechless, he realizes he just lost. With this, Lin Moyu is declared the winner of the second round. The crowd goes wild, amazed to see a level 27 like Lin Moyu defeat a level 37 knight so effortlessly. They believe Lin Moyu isn't even trying. As Lin Moyu receives his reward, the referee asks if he wishes to continue, and Lin Moyu eagerly agrees. For the third round, a level 42 twice-evolved archer teleports into the arena to face Lin Moyu. The archer, also a 3-star second lieutenant like Lin Moyu, is fully equipped with platinum gear, leaving the crowd wondering if Lin Moyu can win. Confidently, Lin Moyu aims to advance past this round and tackle the 4th and 5th rounds. The archer raises his bow above his head and, using a skill, shoots 3 arrows blazing with flames. The arrows fly towards Lin Moyu, who has summoned 2 skeleton mages on either side. The mages raise their staffs, preparing to cast their spells. The archer focuses intently and then creates multiple clones of himself, all sprinting towards Lin Moyu. Meanwhile, the 3 flaming arrows the archer shot before bombard Lin Moyu, causing a massive explosion. The crowd gasps, fearing the challenge is over and Lin Moyu is defeated. However, once the dust settles, the crowd sees that Lin Moyu is unharmed, protected by his skeleton armor. They are amazed by Lin Moyu's dual offensive and defensive capabilities. The archer, taken aback, acknowledges that Lin Moyu's defensive skill is exceptionally powerful. The archer then sprints forward, leaps high into the air, and shoots arrows down at the skeleton warriors. Observing the archer's speed, Lin Moyu raises his hand to cast Slow Curse on him. The curse strikes the archer's clones, causing them to disintegrate, while the real archer leaps to avoid the curse. Before the curse can reach him, the archer swiftly raises his bow and shoots an energy shot at the chains. Hit by the purifying arrows, the slow curse chains shatter into pieces. The archer then aims his bow at Lin Moyu and, using a skill, shoots a silent arrow. The arrow is effortlessly deflected by Lin Moyu's armor, leaving the archer stunned as his attack proves utterly futile. The crowd once again erupts in excitement, witnessing such a powerful defensive skill from Lin Moyu and agreeing that his profession is flawless. As both sides reach a stalemate, the crowd holds its breath, eagerly anticipating the next move. Lin Moyu contemplates deploying more skeletons, as his current ones are struggling to keep up with the archer. Determined, Lin Moyu decides to use the Soul Blaze skill. The archer creates more clones, positioning them to shoot arrows at Lin Moyu simultaneously. Lin Moyu raises his hand and prepares the Soul Blaze skill. The archer drops his bow and begins howling in agony as the Soul Blaze strikes him, while his clones disintegrate. The crowd is stunned, unable to comprehend what has happened, as they have never witnessed the Soul Blaze skill before. Lin Moyu apologizes to the archer for inflicting such pain. The archer, writhing in pain, is still unsure of the skill used against him. He collapses on his knees, clutching his head and writhing in agony. Observing from the sidelines, Sushun questions what kind of monster Lin Moyu is, given such horrifying skills. The archer is then sent out of the arena, and Lin Moyu is declared the winner of the third round. This time, the crowd is intimidated by Lin Moyu rather than pleased. Some wonder if Lin Moyu will make history. The referee asks Lin Moyu if he wishes to proceed to the fourth round. Without hesitation, Lin Moyu agrees to continue. The defender for the fourth round is a level 45 sword and shield knight. The crowd notices that the level 45 opponent is only 3 levels higher than the previous round and wonders why no one has cleared this round before. For additional defenders, all level 45 with different professions, appear behind the knight. The crowd now realizes why this fourth round is so challenging, as the challenger must battle against 5 opponents simultaneously, and questions how level 27 Lin Moyu can stand up to them. The knight is a 9-star second lieutenant and a formidable warrior, while his teammates are all at least 5-star second lieutenants. Despite the formidable opponents, Lin Moyu remains calm, understanding why no one has cleared this round before. The opponents smile at Lin Moyu, with the knight complimenting him on reaching the fourth round and telling him to be proud. Lin Moyu smiles back, thanks the knight, and declares